I love cold weather. I seek cold weather, and I literally choose my destination based off of cold weather. That all being said about the weather, we were in the desert for a couple of months working on an amazing project. Here's a little preview.
Hi everyone, welcome to our brand new channel. First video.
I'm Autumn Jarumbo.
I am Bob Wells.
And we have started a new channel all about spirituality, psychology, philosophy, all those wonderful things. And in this video, we're going to share with you briefly what that's about, how the channel is going to work, and how you can be involved in building this channel along with us.
Let's get started.
So in addition to doing lots of interviews with Cheap RV Living, closing my counseling business, traveling close to 3,000 miles all over the state in the last few months, adjusting to living in the car camper home again full time, and looking for an upgrade, that's also what we've been up to, you guys.
Bless you. Wow, somebody seems to like the vet, huh? Somebody likes it here.
A full-length mirror is a precious commodity in the land of a full-time car camper. They're becoming harder and harder to find. This is one of our all-time favorite winter nomad destinations. You can't camp right on the lake, but I do spend the day working from the car here, and I take breaks walking along the beach. Today is a good day. Today is a day that we get to take a shower. Showers are the absolute best. Chloe gets to chill, take a nap, which she needed to do because she had lots of activity earlier. And I get to feel amazing. So clean. I so badly needed one. I gotta tell you guys, I switched from Planet Fitness to Anytime Fitness. Yes, they're about double the price. They're more expensive. The reason that I personally like Anytime Fitness showers better are because you have the entire room private. Whereas at Planet Fitness, I actually really like Planet Fitness, but it's like locker room style, so there's not quite as much privacy. This is one of our favorite campsites in Lake Havasu. Can anybody recognize it? Have you camped here?
Chloe's doing her slow wake-up morning routine.
And here I've got my slow wake-up morning routine. Because I have solar, I'm able to use my Joule electric kettle far more than my butane stove. My butane stove, I think, is too big for the car. I installed 200 watts of solar on the roof of the car. Sure, I lost the cargo box in the process and the stealth factor of the car. However, having solar has been life-changing, an absolute game changer for a digital nomadic life. Now, back to Havasu. So dirty. Can't even show you how beautiful it is because of how that dirt is caked on the back window. It is beautiful though. Well, one of the reasons an upgrade is eventually going to be nice is I keep 1 gallon of water right over here. I've got 5 gallons in the back, and I would like to be able to get those gallons without having to get up and go around to the trunk. But I can't. And something like a minivan or an SUV or even a hatchback car would have allowed that. I have set it up to where I can access as much as possible. That's this little swivel table. So then I can get all of these. I made this myself. The blankets in the winter kind of get in the way because it gets really cold. And then over here, I can access some clothing, a bowl, a pot. And yeah, Chloe has this entire dog park to play at. By the way, she only started whining and crying when I turned the video on. I think she's wanting some quality time. Yes? What? What, Chloe? Well, we just had a fantastic time at the DOGPA arcade. I'm gonna have to show you guys how I let Chloe know that we're going there. It's adorable, but we are just leaving, so that will be for a little bit later. But we have one excited, well worked out doggy. All right, so finally I put the outdoor part of the thermometer outside. I haven't done that since I moved back into the car. But check this out. I mean, that's quite a difference. 22 degrees. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit more exploring. Head down like another mile on this dirt road that we're on, just see what's out here. It's so beautiful. This is like my backyard, my hometown backyard, places I've never really been. But it feels good to get that exploring vibe up. By the way, Chloe's doing some of her old tricks, where when I'm recording myself, she starts to cry. She does not like when she's not the center of attention. Isn't that right? You want to be the center of attention? So today is just a day to kind of relax and explore. We haven't had many of these. We've been so busy. We've been nomading around all over the place, but so busy without much downtime. This is our lunch view. You cannot camp here. There is no camping here. We are just south of Sedona. But this is a pretty cool setup, huh? Pretty cool. These little hooks that I put right in here, they keep the drawers from flinging open as I'm driving. And then when I stop and set up for the night, just so that I can easily access everything, bada bing, bada boom. I also have the hook system here, so this does not fall and fly down when I'm driving. This is my little bag of cords. Now, if I intentionally lift up, it's good, but when I'm driving, it'll stay. For a while, that would fly and all my cords would end up on my bed. There's my quesadillas. There's the hot plate. Quesadillas. Yeah. This is my makeup mirror. The great thing about this is how flat it is. And I store it right here. Right there. So it literally takes up like no space, but has function, which totally matters in a space this small. So Chloe sleeps alone, and she just chose to be inside. I just leave the doors open, and I have her on a 30-foot lead because she will run off and go to the neighbors and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, she just likes to hop on in and rest. I'm sleepy, but I thought I'd show you. This is what nights are like in the old car camper. I have got my keyboard. I'm texting some friends. And Chloe's sleeping over there. I thought I would show you this too. Check this out. Okay, so let me show you. 35 degrees outside, 64 degrees inside. And if it follows the trends of the last 2 mornings, then, well, it's going to be a 20-degree difference. This car is actually holding insulation and temperature. Wow. All right, friends are texting me. I gotta go. I'm about to meet someone to check out a Jeep Liberty. It's smaller than I thought I was gonna go, but it's so freaking cute. Oh, he's here. Okay, let's see how this goes. So I've got criteria that has to be met for any purchase. Now, there's some really direct kind of like practical, very earthly criteria. So for example, I have a certain mileage barrier that the vehicle can't exceed. And that does kind of depend on what vehicle I choose. So for example, something like a Chevy Suburban is known to get far better mileage. So for a Suburban, I have a mileage cap that's different than if I were to get a Dodge Grand Caravan. I am actually looking at a vehicle that was not on my list of things to get, but it was available and it is so cool. And I test drove it today. And I loved it. There also is sort of a degree of quality that it needs to be because reliability is so huge. And I'm nervous, you guys, like after what I experienced with Clunk, I'm nervous. So that being said, I also need to stay within a particular budget. So those, are my earthly criterias. Now, the main criterias is the way that I need to feel in the process. One, I need to feel calm in the process. If there is a frenetic, urgent, rushed, anxious energy, then it's a no-go. It also has to flow. If there's a barrier, if there's a problem, if there's any pressure, basically, external or internal, then I will not make that purchase. Like that is a hardcore criteria. It has to vibe. It has to feel right. That's what was missing with Clunk. For anybody who's new to the channel, this is what I just lived in. This was the inside. This was the outside. And unfortunately, it broke down beyond the point that I was willing to continue to invest thousands and thousands of dollars, and it lost $22,000 in the process. Anyway, I love Little Red. I love living in here. This is such a sweet, beautiful sanctuary. I love it in here. The Jeep Liberty was a no-go. I took it to Juan and Leslie at Brake Masters. Big shout out to them, you guys. They're the best. I just have to tell you, when you can find a good quality mechanic, especially as a Nomad, it is such a big deal. I am not sponsored by them. I'm just incredibly grateful for them because I go to them all the time. And so I took the Jeep Liberty to them for a pre-sale inspection. And oh my goodness, it would have been a disaster had I bought it. Now, it was a $6,500 Jeep Liberty, and what that brought to my attention is I have to increase my budget because I do want a reliable vehicle. I just don't want the problems, the constant stress and worry that anytime I go places, it could break down. That's not a free nomadic life. This Nissan Sentra has 163,000 miles on it, and I feel so confident in it because I know it's a great vehicle, and I maintained it very well. I've basically had this since the beginning of its lifespan. It's actually warmed up. The coldest I saw it hit was about 18 degrees outside and 34 inside. Since December 1st, when the RV broke down,
We have put 3,000 miles on this Sentra. We've drove 3,000 miles in the last 3 months, and we are about to leave again. We are in Flagstaff, and it is so cold that this girl won't even go outside. It's about to snow, actually, and we have 19-degree lows in the forecast. So we're gonna hit the road again, and we'll see you guys next time.